Okay, so today my psyche says my children and multi generational trauma. Oh, I don't feel like I was a good mom. As a matter of fact, I feel like I could have done so much better. But I'm going to start with 3.5 years ago, my children stopped talking to me, all but two of them. Um, and I thank God for the two that I had it out with about some of their trauma, but they stood by me, which was really great because my daughters had separated from me, which they needed to. We all needed to. And I kept telling myself for 3.5 years, it's okay. There's a bigger plan, like God wants me on my own, alone right now, since I'd had most of my siblings die and I didn't really have a lot of family around me, and I was very secluded at my dad's. And I talked to my daughters all the time. We were a close family, so it hurt, but it was necessary because the healing that I did during that time was so pivotal in my growth, and I knew that I would do whatever it takes to show them that I'm healing and that I want to be a better person and that I want to take accountability and that I am willing. So, about a month and a half ago, I had my second daughter, Megan, come here and visit with her family, and it was amazing. And so good to see my grandkids, like it had been so many years. And it was so amazing to see my daughter. I just cried when I saw her, like, you don't know how much you miss them. And what a blessing they were in your life. So my oldest daughter, Ani, she sent me a text and she's like, Mom, I did not quit talking to you because of the drugs. Um, these are some of the things that haunt me, that are my limiting beliefs and trauma and experiences. And she shared them with me. And it took me a long time to read it. There was a lot of crying. I'm going to tell you a couple of the things that she told me. She told me that when I was high one time, I told her that she could go to graduation if she cleaned my room. And then we got in a fight, and I threw a plate at her head and split it open. And she told me that I told her when she went to get staples, if I didn't tell them it was me, that she could go to graduation. Fucked up. How I used to ground her and put her on the living room floor with no bed and tell the other kids they would get punished if they gave her more food than what I allotted her. How I locked her out of the house one day all day in the heat of the summer. How I called CPS on her after her husband died when she had her sister Megan's kids as well, 7 kids, and her husband had just died. And what do you write back to how fucked up, abusive, and low of a person you are? Like, the shame and the guilt and the resentment towards myself. Part of me is like the victim part, I would say, is like, I don't even deserve to write her back. Because who does that? But the mom in me was just so sorry and so filled with shame. And it took me a long time to write her back. And I wrote, I don't deserve to stand in her presence. It will take me a lifetime to quit resenting myself for what I did, to get over the guilt and the shame. But, yeah, I'm going to take accountability. And how sorry I am. how sorry I am and how much I want to make amends. How do you do that? I guess you do it by just taking accountability, being there, being the soundpost, listening, sending them healing love and light and prayers, and just showing them that you don't choose to be that anymore. That that's not who you are now. But that does not take away the significance of the damage that it did. These are some of the things I've been going through with my kids. And the other day I did a video chat with 3 of my kids, Ani and Megan and Ranjan, and wow, it was so amazing. The amount of love those kids are giving me, I don't even know if I deserve it. But I do know that the only way I can make amends to them is to be the best, most mindful, loving, compassionate mother and set the best example I can from here on out. That's how you heal multi-generational trauma. You can't heal them, but you sure as hell can assist them in their healing by listening and by being the best person that you can be. I love you, everyone. Have a good day.